So we have a history of serving the Southeast LA area, as I mentioned. And you can see that we were championed originally by Mayor Rick Loya of Huntington Park. And we first established our Huntington Park location in 1994. And we've been building up on that ever since. We got our approved center status in 2021, and that really allowed us to expand our reach and our impact to the community. So what do we bring to the community? We bring amazing things, and you probably know some of these, but some of them you may not. So did you know that we have free classes to most students who qualify, up to 2 years of college to get their degree? We also have affordable tuition rates for those that do not qualify. We have wonderful flexible classes and modalities. We have state-of-the-art classrooms. We have something called HighFlex, which allows students to take classes in the same class and decide if they'd like to go online or in the class. So for example, today when it's raining and traffic's terrible, a student could decide, I'm going to take that class online today. We have innovative programs such as our early college, our pathway to law, our STEM program, our public safety academies, and our Central American Studies degrees. We also have wonderful partnerships, including that with Southgate High School, who is hosting us today. And we have over 100 career education fields of study. Plus we have amazing staff and faculty. Shout out to everybody that's here today. They're going to provide you with goodies at the end. We also have scholarship opportunities that are plentiful for students. And as you can see, we gave away almost $200,000 in scholarships through our foundation last year. All right, now we'll transition to Dean Rios.
Thank you, Vice President Tafoya. Appreciate it. Good evening. Good evening. It's still evening now. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for taking time from your schedule to be here with us. We're really grateful that you're here and sharing this space with us today so we can communicate with you, inform you some of what the college is going to be happening in the next few months. So it's important. Tomorrow we'll be in Huntington Park, so if you know people, please let people know so they can show up at the high school there. We have a history, as already mentioned, here, not only 30 years here in the Southeast. How many of you know that? 30 years in Huntington Park, we started in '94, so this year we're celebrating 30 years of history serving the Southeast community. And so we're real proud of that. And then in late '90s, we moved over to the Southgate, okay? And we've been there, and we have about 22 classrooms there. Well, we're going to double that capacity next year. How many are excited about that? New state-of-the-art facility. So we're excited about that. The college has a history. A couple of years we celebrated 75 years of history. We started at Garfield High School. That's starting now. So we're ranked as one of the #1 in the nation in terms of enrollment for Latino, Latina students for 2-year colleges. So that, you know, and with LA Community College District, the last 10 years we've been the flagship city in the district. Just so you know that, okay? And in terms of enrollment, we were awarded recently, awarded over 8,000 total associate arts degrees for transfer in the past 2 years. 8,100. We have a lot of folks that graduate from the college that are succeeding, earning the title of champion of higher ed. We got recognition by the college, the campaign for college opportunity, and earned the champion of higher education. So we were recently recognized, and so we're real proud of that accomplishment. We produced the 4th Jack Kemp Cook Scholars recipient in the last 2 years. That means that's a full scholarship for 4 years to university. It's paid housing and everything. And so we've had some of our students, and you have to be excel really academically to get those scholarships. And so we're real proud of that. And as already mentioned, every year we give about $200,000 in scholarship. How many heard of the Vincent Price Museum? Have you ever been there? We have a whole building, 3 floors of art and all kinds of displays, and we do all kinds of art. And so please look us up. They have activities ongoing. So Vincent Price, the former actor, donated a lot of artwork to us, and we have a lot of artwork and a lot of exhibits. So please look us up. And that's kind of odd for a community college to have that. And so we're real proud of the Vincent Price Art Museum. Leaders in promoting, our students are very active in promoting political, civic, student activism. So we have a campus that our students are very involved. And I think now we're going to move into transition. Now we're going to talk about the transition plan to the new campus. And in the intro, what we're going to do, because the campus will be built sometime in 2025. And so I turn it over to the Vice President of Administrative Service, Michael Pascual.
Thank you very much, Dean Rios. I'm going to move to my next slide here. So, as you all know, the new campus is being constructed right now. It's on the corner of Firestone and Santa Fe. I can see the name of the street, but I couldn't remember it. So while the construction is going on, our lease for our current Southgate Center is going to be terminating by the middle of June. So we have to vacate the premises. So part of the plan that we're going to be doing for swing space is we're going to be moving some of our instructions to these locations. Now, first of all, I want to just reiterate that our footprint for this particular ELAC campus is founded here in Southgate, city of Southgate. So that's why we want to keep our footprint in the same area. This is our community. This is our neighborhood. This is our service area. We want to stay here. So for temporary location, we've made arrangements. Thank you for the generosity and cooperation of the LA Unified School District that they're allowing us to lease their spaces for us to be able to occupy, provide instructional services while our new campus is being constructed. So first I'm going to talk about Southgate High School because that's where we're at here. This is where we're being hosted for this town hall. We are going to be utilizing 8 modular classrooms. They're just right behind this auditorium. There will be outdoor lounge spaces for our students to use. We're going to be fencing it off so that our students can feel like they're within high school, but they're in a college environment as well. So, and then also we're going to be utilizing Odyssey Continuing High School, which is just across the street. That building, that facility has 6 classrooms in it that we're going to be using. There will be a library, learning support space, faculty prep space, a conference room, dean space, indoor and outdoor lounge space. Now we're also looking at a commercial office facility. It's right across the street from the new construction, the new campus construction. It's called the Firestone Plaza. As you may all know, because you are here from the community, there was a fire last Friday. Unfortunately, one of the spaces that we were looking into got destroyed, so that's not going to be possible for us to lease. However, there's another smaller facility right there in that same strip mall, commercial space, that we're already making arrangements for to lease. It's a smaller one. It's 2,500 square feet, and that's what we're going to be using as our primary office and student support center. So there will be a welcome center there with student support staffing from admissions and records, financial aid, and all the frontline staff. So that's primarily going to be student services, so student support, and offices also for some administrators and classified staff. Lastly, because we're going to be moving in basically these different locations, and I know that parking is a prime real estate in this area, so we have a parking lot that we are still going to keep. It's what we call our overflow parking in the existing Southgate location. That is not part of our regular lease that's going to be terminating in June. So we're going to be still have access to that parking lot. So that's where we're going to be using it primarily for students and faculty, but mostly for students. We're going to be providing a shuttle service that will pick up and drop off at that parking lot area, and they will drop off at Odyssey High School, at Southgate High School here, and at the Commercial Strip Mall and Firestone Plaza. So all of these separate locations will all be interconnected by the shuttle service. So exciting stuff that's going on. But we don't want to focus on our swing space. What we want to focus on is the new campus that's, once it's built, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be state-of-the-art. So, and we'll be able to host all of those classes and instructions. So that's what we're hoping for. Is going to be finished by 2025. So we're hoping by summer, either late spring or summer of 2025, we'll be able to move into the new campus. So here's a rendition of what it's going to look like. As you can see, it's a complete camp itself. It's huge. It's 105,000 square footage, 3 levels of classroom instructional space and offices. The new building will accommodate approximately 10,000 students, enrollments per year. So that's a huge increase in instructional space, 82% from the current building, allowing for 448 possible class sections in addition. The new building will provide additional space for specialized student services, student support, including counseling, tutoring, library resources, and technology enhancements. So we're making the investment in the community, clearly. So the cost of this new construction is $85 million. So again, we're making an investment. 105,000 gross square footage, a 3-story building. The new building will increase the space by 82%, as I mentioned. We're planning for the future, and that future is going to be here to stay in this community. The current location has outgrew its physical space. It's been servicing about 5,000 plus students. So the new campus will double that number, 10,000. The new building will provide specialized student support, as I mentioned. But at the same time, we're also developing new programs and courses for that new campus. Specifically in career technical education pathways, allied health, business, fire technology, child family education, public safety, and logistics. So good things are happening, great things are happening. So we are really, really excited. The expansion of course offerings also include new labs and more classroom space. We're also thinking about a community space in the frontage of that new campus, the historic building that remains in the front of the corner of the property. So this is going to be really, we can't wait for the new campus to be built. So I'm sure when you all see it, you'll be amazed and impressed with the new campus. So now we're going to have. So for those of you, do I do this part? Okay. So for those of you, take out your cell phones and take a picture of the QR code on the screen.